Hello, Slaters. Who is the head of a school? The principal. Children, just like every team requires a leader, every cell requires a boss to govern its activities. Any idea which organelle takes up the designation of the controlling unit of the cell? And how are the activities of other organelles regulated? It is nucleus. Slaters, can you see the dark staining part in the center of the cell? This structure is called nucleus. Nucleus is a small, round, spherical mass present almost at the center of a cell. It consists of four important parts. Number 1, nuclear envelope or nuclear membrane. Number 2, nucleoplasm or nuclear sap. Number 3, chromatin network or chromosomes. And number 4, nucleolus. The nucleus is bound by a double nuclear membrane forming a nuclear envelope. It connects the nucleus to the system of endoplasmic reticulum. The nuclear envelope separates the nucleus from the cytoplasm. It also contains many pores called nuclear pores, which allow the transfer of material from inside the nucleus to its outside. The nuclear envelope encloses the liquid ground substance called nucleoplasm. Within nucleoplasm, two types of nuclear structures are embedded, that is, the nucleolus and chromatin material. The nucleolus may be one or more, and it is not bounded by any membrane. Nucleolus is also known as the factory of ribosomes, as they are synthesized here. It is rich in RNA and proteins. It also involves protein synthesis in the cytoplasm. Children, can you see the fibrous content in the nucleus? It is chromatin. The chromatin material is a thin thread-like intertwined mass of chromatin fibers and composed of the genetic substance DNA and proteins. During cell division, the chromatin threads condense to form ribbon-like chromosomes. Each chromosome consists of two similar threads attached to a centromere. The number of chromosomes is always constant for a particular species. Do you know how many chromosomes are present in each human cell? 46 chromosomes, that is in 23 pairs. The chromosomes carry genes which are the units of DNA. The information of inheritance characters from parents to the next generation are carried in the form of genes. The gene is a segment of DNA. Let's know about its functions. The nucleus controls cell metabolism and other activities of the cell. It regulates and coordinates various life processes of the cell, so it is called master or director of the cell. It possesses all the genetic information that is required for the growth, development of the organism, its reproduction, metabolism, and behavior. It carries all the hereditary information and is also responsible for the variations caused. Now let's know about different types of cells. On the basis of presence and absence of organized nucleus, two types of cells have been recognized. These are prokaryotic cells and eukaryotic cells. Prokaryotic cells. Pro means primitive and karyon means nucleus. Prokaryotic cells means cells having primitive nuclei. The nuclear material in these cells is not enclosed by a nuclear membrane. Such undefined nuclear region in the cytoplasm is called nucleoid. The genetic material is equivalent to a single molecule of DNA. It does not form chromatin. The organisms which have prokaryotic cells are called prokaryotes. These are unicellular organisms and do not have a well-organized nucleus. The prokaryotes also lack membrane-bound cell organelles like mitochondria, lysosomes, endoplasmic reticulum, chloroplast and nucleolus. But these cells possess ribosomes. The prokaryotes include archaebacteria, bacteria and cyanobacteria. Eukaryotic cells. EU means well developed and karyons means nucleus. Eukaryotic cells are advanced and complete cells. These cells contain membrane-bound nuclei and other cell organelles. The organisms that possess eukaryotic cells are called eukaryotes, and it includes unicellular and multicellular plants and animals. Slaters, shall we discuss the differences between prokaryotic and eukaryotic cells? Firstly, the size of cell. Prokaryotic cells are similar in size and measure about 1 to 10 microns, wherein the eukaryotic cell size are larger and ranges from 5 to 100 microns. Prokaryotic cells do not have well-defined nucleus, whereas eukaryotic cells have a well-defined nucleus. Prokaryotes contain a single strand of circular DNA, but eukaryotes contain more than one chromosome. Nucleolus is absent in prokaryotes. On other hand, eukaryotes have nucleolus. Membrane-bound cell organelles are absent in prokaryotes, but they are present in eukaryotic cells. Hope you have recognized the differences between prokaryotic cells and eukaryotic cells. Now students, mention the differences in a tabular form in your classwork. I will check in the class. Slaters, though plants and animals are made up of eukaryotic cells, but we can notice some differences within their cells. Have you identified any such differences? Let's have a quick look on differences between plant cell and animal cell. Generally, plant cells are larger than animal cells. Animal cells do not have a cell wall, but plant cells have a rigid cell wall made up of cellulose. Except the protozoan Euglena, no animal cell possesses plastids, but plant cells have plastids. Vacuoles are smaller and temporarily present in animal cells, whereas plant cells have large and permanent vacuoles. Animal cells have single highly complex and prominent Golgi apparatus, but plant cells have many simpler units of Golgi apparatus called dictyosomes. Animal cells have centrosomes and centrioles, but they are absent in plant cells. Students, I hope you understood the facts about the cell and its components. So, I wind up this session with a simple question. Slaters, what did you understand about the functions of a cell to keep up the life of an organism? Think over.